biggest part of this dramatic trip that the Pope made to Poland, 1979, is when he went to Krakow. Again, that's where he's from. He was the cardinal there. 3 million people came out, and again, to put it in perspective, that was almost 10 times as many people that came to Living History Farms here in Des Moines. And when I was there, I thought, this is amazing. I've never been in a crowd this big. So that song is probably it has a theme that I come back to later. It's got the song is called 1,000 Years of Hope. He talks about their 1,000-year history. He talks about the saints from Poland who were so important in the development of the nation of Poland. In particular, there is a beloved saint known, his name is Saint Stanislaus, who I managed to work into the lyrics. I think it even rhymes, and let me tell you, that was I suppose, a stretch. But I had to get Saint Stanislaus into this piece. The Pope talked about baptism and confirmation in his homily there. And so the refrain that I wrote for the song 1,000 Years of Hope goes, Christ pours hope into our soul with living waters of life. Every Pole can overcome strife. We're saved by our faith, baptized with grace 1,000 years ago. I sing out, Christ confirms our destiny. And he's referring to confirmation. So he really covered the sacraments. He said, I sing out, Christ confirms our destiny with his love for this land. Our history flows from his hands. We're saved by our faith, baptized with grace 1,000 years ago. So that's how that goes. And that theme, that idea of this history grounded in Christ for 1,000 years was so critical to Poland. And I come back to this theme, and this little melody is incorporated again in the key of C the last time, so the piano player is really going to love that. And it's done a little slower. One last piece of the puzzle here that I haven't talked about, and I wanted to put this in the musical, and I was trying to think what would be the best way to do it. That was the assassination attempt. As you recall, in the opening song, we make reference to some of the prophecies, and I don't think I actually make reference to the assassination attempt, but since it was prophesied and it was so important, I put it into the musical. It's done instrumentally. The action will be depicted in slow motion. But the big part about it is that the Pope survived. According to Pope John Paul II, Mother Mary got between him and the bullet. That she deflected it. She saved his life. When they extracted the bullet, the bent bullet from his body, they took it to him in his hospital room. And he held it in his hand and he looked at it. He had it mounted in the crown of Mother Mary's, the Mother Mary statue, the Blessed Virgin in Fatima. So the bullet to this day is there. And following his recovery, the most amazing thing happened. The Pope went and visited his would-be assassin. He sat down with this guy, talked with him for 20 or 30 minutes, and he forgave him. So it was like Christianity in action. So all of that will be a part of this musical as well. What I consider a production, my productions to be, is evangelization through entertainment. Our Christian faith is beautiful. Unfortunately, the artistic expression has been hijacked by the popular culture. You know, if you think about the greatest artwork through history it was done in the name of Christianity. I mean, you think of Michelangelo as some of the most spectacular work, but down through the ages. And something happened in the 20th century, and it's like we did a handoff to the secular world. Now, in my own little way, I want to tell these stories. I want to get people excited about the stories of our faith. And Pope John Paul II, who most of us think is on his way to sainthood, he's got a story worth telling. That's why the Pope of the People